Now, I just had to take some time out to give Josh Osude his flowers. So Josh, if you're watching, congratulations, my bro. You're a professional baller now. Listen, if you've got some time for Uncle Rootz, please, the chair is here. There's still chairs here, is waiting for you, but clearly you've seen the title by now. You've probably seen the breaking news as well. Josh Osude, formerly of Baiteze, #United, and a few other non-league clubs, is now a professional footballer at Woking FC. Step 1, National League. Okay, he's big time now. But yeah, congratulations to you, bro. And I just wanted to take some time out because if you've been a fan of this channel, you would have seen his name pop up a few times, and a few times on videos, the London Cup final, for example. We'll get into that in a bit. But yeah, I just wanted to go through it because the graft has been worthwhile. And Josh probably knows this better than anyone else. Like, just been going through his profile online. And yeah, it started off at #United, pretty much from his non-league journey anyway. 2019, he was part of the #United Academy program, rejected a scholarship in US, okay? And then spent 2 years there before departing in 2021. And then he had several non-league spells. So I just went on transfer market, and again, from #United, went on to Leighton under 18s, then went to Braintree to Tilbury to, Braintree, and then again back to #United for his second spell, and then to Witham, which was his second spell, and then Witham is where he tore non-league a new one. Pause, by the way. So I think Witham Town is where he scored something phenomenal. Yeah, here we go, 30 goals in 38 games. Now, people might say, it's step 4 football. Bro, if you put the ball in the back of the net 30 times in 38 games, I don't care what level you're at. Obviously, bearing in mind if it's, five-a-side, small-sided, but even still that, you're still a goal scorer nonetheless, man, and you're doing that at step 4 football. That's quite serious. So, obviously, from then, #United plucked up their ears and their eyeballs, clearly, with the help of Baiteze, which we'll get onto in a bit. And then they took him back for a third stint, third time lucky, third time's a charm sort of thing. And then from there, this season, he's bagged 9 goals and got 3 Player of the Month awards. So, yeah. And then Woking came knocking. And then Josh was like, okay, let's see what this full-time football is about. So fair play to you, Josh. He's already had his first game, so he's already off to a flyer, and I anticipate that he'll do very, very well at this level, man. And again, it's an opportunity for him to be like, all the naysayers, all the ones that doubted me, all the ones who just said that I was a pace merchant and couldn't finish, there you go. Job's done. Or let's say the job's just beginning, but again, he's got there at least, you know what I'm saying? So fair play to him, man. And again, fair play to everyone that's played a part in this series of getting Josh to where he's at now. He's 25, but again, Sunday League, I believe, has helped a hell of a lot in terms of exposure, in terms of branding, in terms of, getting his name out in and amongst scouts. Because don't get me wrong, non-league clubs and non-league scouts and professional scouts do check Sunday League. You only got to check the Richard Kone story just to believe that as well. But I believe that it's helped along this journey massively, because you only got to check what he done, was it last season at Baiteze, when they had a phenomenal run. Baiteze had a phenomenal run. There's no getting around it. London Cup final winners, beat SC Dons 3-1 at Wimbledon Stadium as well. Josh scored 2 of them, rounding Big G. I remember that memorable one, rounding Big G. That was the one. And from there, that's helped massively. Coin the name Black Sonic for how quick he is. Fastest man in Sunday League, probably. Well, not even probably. I mean, you struggle to find someone quicker than Josh Osude, over 5 meters, 10 meters, 20 meters, you name it. Ask some of the defenders that he's gone up against. And again, if he misses 20, but sticks the 21st one in the back of the net, that might be the match-winning goal. There you go. You need people like that. So use the attributes to your advantage, use the brand to your advantage, and I'm sure Baiteze, he benefited from Baiteze as much as Baiteze benefited from him, put it that way. But yeah, obviously then he's gone back to #United. Obviously they're no slouches in terms of this whole YouTube space and big brand that they are as well. And then he's gone on to do his thing this season, and now it's no wonder that he's now at Woking. And to be honest, he probably could kick on from it if he wanted to. Even if he doesn't kick on, and if he stays at this level, he still managed to achieve professional level, doing what he loves, at this age. Do you know what I mean? People might say it's later on in life, you know, but it's happened. It's happened before. You only got to check out Jamie Vardy, who didn't make it at the stereotypical 18, 19 years of age that people tend to make it at. He made it later on in life, and he got a Premier League medal off the back of it in his career. So he's doing all right for himself. You only got to check Uncle Ian Wright. Back in the day, he made it on later in life. Went on to play for Palace, went on to play for Arsenal, of course, Pundit, England, both played for England, Vardy and Ian Wright. So I'm not saying Josh Osude for England, you know, would love that to be the story or the headline, but, you know, you still can have a good career later on in life. And it just goes to show, don't give up. Don't give up on your journey. Don't give up on what you believe is best for you and what is made for you, whatever age you are. Like, I can vouch for that, even in my journey, and I'm not a baller. But fair play to Josh, fair play to doing your thing and believing in yourself and backing yourself. Kept himself humble, although there was a couple moments though. You know, it's only the other day that he was falling out with Teniola, talking about who was the best striker at Baiteze. He kind of had a point. As much as I back Teniola and say, I still believe in respecting your elders, and the ones that, you know, put Baiteze on the map was Teniola's part of that. But he backed himself, clearly knew what he had in store for him and what God had in store for him. And look where he is now. So Josh, if you're watching, fair play, bro. Fair play. Give you your flowers there. And like I said, there's still chairs waiting for you, man. If you're not too big time to speak to me now, you know, come sit down with Uncle Rootz and chop it up, and, you know, you can talk about some of the naysayers, you know, even on this platform, you know, me, myself and KFI were talking the other day about, you know, pushing you out wide, or if he was the gaffer, should I say, you playing out wide.
Like I said, if I was managing him and his ratio of finishing right now, I'd play him on the wing. I'll play him as a right wing forward. Pace man out. If you get the shot, you get the shot. But 9 times out of 10, square that tap in, sweaty goal. You'll win 4-5-0 every week.
You know, you worked well for you with that electric pace, cutting in, sweaty across the box, back of the net, assist machine, goal machine, and now you're proving your worth in that professional ball. So, look, you've done your thing. You got the brand on point, the Black Sonic brands. Shout out to Baiteze for that as well. That's going to help massively, because, you know, if you wanted to sell merch, for example, or if the club wanted to sell merch, that's something that can coin a phrase. All of that stuff helps, trust me. Believe me when I say that stuff helps. So having the nickname Black Sonic, having the background online, and it goes to show that Sunday League does help. Like, we've seen countless amount of examples of it, you know, from the same league. Richard Kone being the first example that's going to come off my head, pause. You know, he's only playing for Athletic Newham, and now he's playing for Wycombe Wanderers. It just goes to show, and now Josh Osude, Baiteze, hashtag Witham Town, you name it, and now at Woking. So all you Sunday League ballers, getting your clips together, using your VOs, using your Rootz TV content. Make sure you credit me as well, by the way. But get your clips together, and even if it's just to nick a move to step 2, step 3, step 1, for example, it all works. It all works, trust me. Get your branding together, get your content on point, because it does work. People do check online to see who's the next player up and coming. You only got to check Rising Ballers, for example, how many times they've had success stories come through Rising Ballers to then play professional football, and it does work indeed. So it just goes to show it does work. Online content, getting your visuals out there, getting your VO clips out there together, pushing it to the right people, putting it on Instagram, TikTok. Scouts are watching online now. They're not always rocking up to your games. They are checking online, and as a result, you can nick that move to that next club that you're wishing to get to. But once again, circling back to Josh Osude, congratulations, my boy. 25 years of age, professional baller, do your thing. And the whole of Grassroots, Sunday League, you know, Baiteze, East London, you name it, are behind you. And yeah, do your thing. And yeah, guys, if there's any ballers out there that you think deserve that shining light or can be the next Jamie Vardy, Ian Wright, Josh Osude, let us know in the comment section below. And if you're a fan of Josh, if you're a fan of Baiteze, hashtag, or any of the clubs that he's been at, just show him some love in the comment section below and let us know your thoughts on how far this kid can go, because I think he can go very far, maybe even to the top. Whatever his level is, the world is his oyster.